Welcome back everybody to another one in my aviation history series, and this is going to be episode 35 on my history of the RCAF. Now in today's video we're going to be looking at 432 Squadron. Now from its start in World War II as a bomber unit to its short-lived life in the post-war as a fighter unit, 432 had a relatively short but interesting history. And as always, before we get too far into this, my name is Sean and this is Sean's Aviation. And as always, everybody, thank you for watching this video. If you haven't yet and you do enjoy what you're watching, down below, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. The like and subscribe will push this video to others who are interested in it, and the subscription bell will let you know when I release new videos, which happens roughly once a week, content provided. But all of that, again, thank you for everybody for watching, and let's jump right into this video. We'll check out the history of 432 Squadron. 432 Squadron was formed on May 1st of 1943 as the RCAF's 31st and 12th Bomber Unit formed overseas. It was initially located at Skipton-on-Swale. It was assigned the squadron code QO and was assigned to 6th Group. It received the first aircraft, Wellington Mark 10s, right after formation, and the crews began the process of training up for combat operations. They flew their first mission on May 23rd, 24th when 15 aircraft were dispatched to bomb Dortmund. 11 were successful, while 4 aborted. On September 18th of 1943, the unit relocated to Eastmoor in preparation for an aircraft change, and in October, a number of Lancaster Mark IIs began arriving at the base. The Mark II was the Bristol Hercules-powered version, and only a small number were built, and only 3 RCAF squadrons were equipped with them: 408, 426, and 432. You can see my video on 426 Squadron above if you haven't seen it yet. Crews went through their conversion to 4-engine airframes and began training up for operational use. The last operation with the Wellington was flown on October 22nd, 23rd, when 7 aircraft were assigned to mining operations. Once all of the conversion process was complete, the first operation flown with the Mark II was on November 18th, when 4 aircraft were assigned a sea search mission looking for downed aircraft. The first combat mission with the Mark II was on the night of November 26th-27th, when 10 aircraft were dispatched for a bombing mission on Berlin, and all 10 returned to base safely. In February of 1944, the unit converted to the Halifax Mark III, with the last mission on the Lancaster being flown on January 30th-31st with a raid on Berlin. The first mission flown on the Halifax took place on February 16th, with a sea search mission again looking for downed aircraft. The first combat mission was flown on February 24th-25th with a bombing mission to Schweinfurt. The Halifax Mark IIIs did not last long, and in July they moved on to the Halifax Mark VII, which were virtually identical to the Mark III but with slightly more powerful engines. Now, records show that the transition was not abrupt, and the unit flew missions with a mix of both the Mark IIIs and the Mark VIIs, with the last op of a Mark III taking place on July 9th. Now, they continued to fly the Mark VIIs till the end of the war. The unit flew its last mission of the war on April 25th of 1945, when 19 aircraft were tasked with bombing and gun emplacements on islands off the coast of Germany, with all 19 returning to base. The unit was formally disbanded on May 15th, while still located at Eastmoor. During World War II, the unit flew 3,130 sorties, amassing 16,607 operational hours. It dropped 8,980 tons of bombs and was credited with 5 enemy aircraft destroyed, 2 probable, and 5 damaged. The unit suffered 73 aircraft lost, with 30 aircrew killed, 260 missing presumed dead, 123 POWs, and 35 who evaded capture. The post-war life of 432 Squadron started on October 1st of 1954, when the unit was stood up at Bagotville as an all-weather fighter unit. It was assigned the squadron code DL, and they received their first aircraft, CF-100 Mark IVAs, in December. These had 8 50 caliber machine guns in a belly tray and the ability to carry folding fin rockets in wingtip pods. The unit was part of the NORAD air defense system and was not posted to Europe. In the case of a Soviet bomber attack, they were to head north and intercept the bombers as they came over the Arctic. In April of 1955, the unit upgraded to the Mark IVB, which had more powerful engines, and in June of 1956, they upgraded again to the Mark V. These, once again, could carry the folding fin rockets, but the machine guns were deleted as close-in combat was not expected to be needed. The unit was once again disbanded on October 15th of 1961 when the CF-101 Voodoos came online and took over in the NORAD defense role. 432 Squadron has remained inactive since it was disbanded in 1961. Now, with the recent announced changes on the RCAF, things like the F-35 being brought online, which will require transition between the current CF-18s and those new F-35s, as well as the new drones coming online, both being based on each coast with the flight center being based here in Ottawa, time will tell if 432 does get reactivated to help with this transition, and it might even become a permanent active squadron once again. Hopes are high. Time will tell. Let's see what happens. And on that note, thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next time.